Hello everyone, this is Disha. Welcome back to the channel Medical Disha. In this video, I will be sharing a few important formulas of electromagnetic induction. First is Faraday's law. It states that whenever the magnetic flux linking with the conductor change, an EMF is produced, and that EMF lasts so long as the change in magnetic flux continues. The EMF produced is directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux. So first formula is E is equal to minus d phi by dt. Minus sign is there because of Lenz's law. The EMF produced opposes the change producing it. That's why E is equal to minus d phi by dt. Second, induced EMF set up across the ends of a conductor of length L when moving in a magnetic field B with a velocity v perpendicular to B. EMF is equal to BLV. Here B, L and V are mutually perpendicular to each other. Third, EMF induced in a rod of length L rotating with constant angular speed omega. EMF is equal to 1 by 2 B omega L square. Fourth, EMF induced in a rotating coil is given by E is equal to NAB omega sine theta. Theta is the angle between B and A. EMF will be maximum when theta is 90, sine 90 is 1. Maximum EMF is NAB omega. Next topic is self-inductance. It is denoted by L. Phi is equal to Li, and back EMF produced in a conductor due to self-inductance E will be d phi by dt is equal to L di by dt. When we put the value of phi as Li, L is constant, so it will come out, and EMF will be E is equal to L di by dt. Self-inductance of a solenoid is given by L is equal to mu naught N square A by L. Here N is the total number of turns, A is area of cross section, L is length. It is also given by mu naught N square AL. Here small n is the number of turns per unit length of the solenoid. Unit of inductance is Henry, denoted by H. Second is mutual inductance. Here phi is equal to Mi. M is the coefficient of mutual induction. EMF will be given by d phi by dt is equal to M di by dt. M is given by mu naught N1 N2 A by L. Here capital N is the total number of turns, and M is also given by mu naught N1 N2 AL. Small n represents number of turns per unit length of the solenoid. Energy stored in inductor is given by half Li square. Next is alternating currents. The current whose magnitude changes with time and direction reverses periodically is alternating current. It is represented by a sinusoidal wave. And I is given by I is equal to I naught sine omega t. Current is a function of sine. I is the instantaneous current, means current at that instant of time. I naught is the peak value of current or maximum value of current. It is also called amplitude. Similarly, for the alternating EMF, E is equal to E naught sine omega t. Next is the RMS value of current or RMS value of EMF. That value of steady current which generates the same amount of heat in a resistance as is generated by the alternating current while flowing through the same resistance in the same time is called RMS effective and virtual value of AC. it is given by ERMS is equal to E naught by root 2 and IRMS is equal to I naught by root 2. रेजिस्टर इन एन AC सर्किट, जब एक AC सर्किट में सिर्फ एक रेजिस्टेंस लगाई है हमने, तब E विल बी इक्वल टू E नॉट साइन ओमेगा टी, करंट विल बी E बाय R, E नॉट बाय R साइन ओमेगा टी, E नॉट बाय R इज I नॉट, so I is equal to I नॉट साइन ओमेगा टी. Both E and I are in phase with each other. There is no lag between current and EMF when only a resistor is connected in AC circuit. When we connect only an inductor in AC circuit, then E is equal to E naught sin omega t and I is given by E naught by omega L sin omega t minus pi by 2. It means that current is behind the voltage and there is a phase difference of pi by 2. Current lags the voltage by pi by 2. Omega L is the inductive reactance. Inductive reactance denoted by XL is given by omega L. XL is equal to omega L or 2 pi nu L. For DC, nu is 0. DC direct current की frequency 0 होती है. So XL for DC current will be 0. It means that inductor will not give any resistance or opposition to direct current. For phasor diagram, if this is the EMF E naught, then I naught lags behind by an angle of 90 degree. Next is capacitor in an AC circuit. When a pure capacitor is connected in AC circuit, then E is equal to E naught sin omega t. I is equal to E naught upon 1 by omega c sin omega t plus pi by 2. Here also there is a phase difference of 90 degree or pi by 2, but current is ahead of voltage. So current leads the voltage by pi by 2. XC or capacitive reactance is given by 1 by omega c. In phasor diagram, if this is E naught, then current is ahead of EMF by 90 degree. For DC, omega is 0, so capacitive reactance will become infinite. No current will flow. That's why we say that capacitor always blocks DC. Next is LCR circuit. When resistance, inductor and capacitor are connected in series to alternating source, then it is known as a LCR circuit. In phasor diagram, if this is the current, then VR will be in phase with it. VL will be ahead of current by 90 degree and VC will be behind the current by 90 degree. If VL is greater than VC, then this will be our phasor diagram, and from here E naught is under root VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. VR is equal to I naught R, VL is equal to I naught into XL, VC is equal to I naught into XC. And here we put the values. Then we will get E naught is equal to I naught under root R square plus XL minus XC whole square. I naught की value ये आ जाएगी. And this term is known as impedance. It is denoted by Z. It is the total effective resistance offered by LCR series circuit to the current. Z is equal to under root R square plus XL minus XC whole square. To find the value of tan phi will be VL minus VC by VR, or XL minus XC by R. Cos phi is known as the power factor. It is given by R by Z. Next is resonance. At resonance, current will be maximum, resistance will be minimum, and that minimum resistance will be equal to R. So at resonance, Z is equal to R, XL is equal to XC. It means that inductive reactance and capacitive reactance are equal. So they will cancel out each other and Z will be equal to R. Omega L is equal to 1 by omega C. From here we can find the resonant frequency, which will be nu is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root LC. Power in an AC circuit. The formula of power is P is equal to E nu I nu cos phi. Cos phi is known as the power factor. Power in an AC circuit containing pure resistance. When a pure resistance is connected to an AC source, then there is no phase difference between E and I. So phi is 0, cos 0 is 1. P will be equal to E nu I nu. This is the maximum power. Second, power in an AC circuit containing pure inductance or capacitor. Here the phase difference between current and voltage in both these cases will be 90. Phi is equal to 90, cos 90 is 0, so power is 0. No power is consumed in a AC circuit containing pure inductance or pure capacitor. Last is transformer. In transformer we have a primary coil which is connected to an AC source and a secondary coil which is connected to the load. So the magnetic flux linking with the primary coil changes, so an EMF is produced in it, and the magnetic flux linking with the secondary coil also change. E primary will be equal to minus N primary d phi by dt. E secondary will be equal to minus N secondary d phi by dt. Here N is the number of turns. When we divide EP by ES, d phi by dt will cancel out because magnetic flux linking with both of them is same. EP by ES is equal to NP by NS. Ideal transformer. For ideal transformer, there will be no power loss. Input power is equal to output power. EP into IP will be equal to ES into IS. From here we get this formula. ES by EP is equal to IP by IS.